Your glow up does not start in your makeup bag, it starts in your kitchen. Welcome to my new glow up series where I'm going to be breaking down different elements and pillars that go into having a lasting glow up. So I thought for the first episode today, I would dive into the topic of nutrition. I'm going to be talking on different foods and nutrients and kind of how to eat in order to support your glow up. So first of all, I kind of just want to reframe and talk about the term glow up. If you've seen my Instagram, I use that term all the time, but I feel like so many women kind of get it mixed up with like a makeover. The thing is that a glow up is different because it comes from your lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change, not a phase or a temporary makeover. It's not just about your appearance. Obviously, that does play a part in it, but your appearance, if you look at it, is more of like the byproduct of the lifestyle changes. And a glow up also comes down to how you feel. You know, it comes from your mood, your energy, your confidence. And your confidence, obviously, you know, appearance plays a part in that. But confidence is not really like a feeling, I would say. It's more something you build through action. So you actually build that confidence through, you know, your daily habits, through keeping those promises to yourself and proving to yourself that you can do things. And then that also reflects in the way that you look, obviously. And obviously things like your skin and your hair and your nails and your appearance, a lot of that is a reflection of your health. So let's say your skin is breaking out or your hair is falling out or your nails are brittle. Your hair, skin, and nails are not directly the problem. They are kind of just the signal that your body is giving you to tell you that something is up. Let's say that your hair is falling out and you keep buying more and more hair products and you try to do it nicely. That is not stopping your hair from falling out. You need to get to the root cause of it. Or for example, your skin. If your skin is breaking out and you keep applying more and more makeup, yeah, maybe you're covering it up, but truly inside you're still not feeling confident in your skin and your skin isn't changing for the better. And nutrition does play a big role in that. Now, I'm not saying don't do your hair and don't get makeup, and like, I'm not against these things. I have my nails done, so I'm not saying don't do these things, but I'm saying that only these external things are not the solution or the way. A real lasting glow up will mainly come down to your nutrition, your daily habits, your stress management, your sleep, how you exercise. These are the foundation. Basically, you want to shift your focus towards the lifestyle change and the health aspect, because when your body is healthy, it reflects on the outside. Eat good, feel good, look good. Okay, that's kind of the framework. Let's get straight into the nutrition. The first thing I want to talk about is sticking to a whole foods diet. It basically just means eating real ingredients and real foods that come from the earth. Fruits, vegetables, dairy, eggs, fish, meat. So when you're grocery shopping, preferably kind of stick to those things rather than pre-packaged kind of products where you kind of know less about what is in them, even if they're marketed as healthy or high in protein. A lot of brands nowadays kind of use those labels to market their products as healthy, when in reality you can just stick to the real foods that are probably much better for you. Also, eating seasonally, so buying produce depending on what is in season and where you live at that time of year. So eating whole foods and shopping seasonally is not only the majority of the time going to be more affordable, but it is also what your body is designed to eat. Now, I'm going to kind of go into specifics about, you know, foods that are amazing for your skin health and for your hair health and your gut health that kind of go hand in hand in feeling your best and then looking your best. So number one, let's talk about protein. Protein is so essential for your health. Not only does it keep you full and satisfied and keep your energy level stable, it also helps support your muscle and metabolism. And when it comes to your hair health, it is super, super important because your hair is literally made up of keratin, which is a protein in itself. Next are healthy fats. So many women are afraid of eating fats. Trust me, fats are not what is going to make you fat, okay? Weight gain comes from overeating calories, not from specifically eating fats. Obviously, fats are more calorie dense, but we're not only looking at calories, we're also looking at what they do for us. Healthy fats actually help keep your energy level stable. They help you stay satiated and fuller for longer. Whether your goal is to lose weight, to gain weight, to maintain your weight, or if it's nothing to do with your weight and it's about your skin or your hair, healthy fats are so important, especially because they also help you absorb other fat soluble nutrients, so things like vitamin A, vitamin K, E, and D, and they're amazing to give you that hydrated and like glowy skin, as well as shinier hair because it helps keep your scalp moisturized. Just for reference, this was literally my hair and how dry my skin was when I was scared of eating fats because I thought they were bad for you, and now I literally can't understand how I ever thought that because I have them in every single meal. Next thing I want to talk about is fiber. So this is going to come come from a lot of your fruits and your vegetables. Fiber is amazing to support good digestion and reduce any bloating, and it's so important for your gut health, and your gut health is directly linked to your skin. Now, the one thing I will say about fiber and protein is that if you want to increase your intake because you feel you're not having enough, don't jump from the amount that you're currently at to double or like a super high amount straight away, like overnight. You would want to slowly, gradually increase it, because if you just try to double your intake overnight after your body is used to having a lower amount, it's just going to cause a lot of bloating and irritability. Okay, now I'm gonna go into specific foods that I just personally love to incorporate in my diet to feel and look my best. Number one, probiotics and prebiotics. So probiotics are basically the live and good bacteria that support your gut. It helps with your immune health, support your digestion, your gut health, reduce bloating, which can also just reduce overall puffiness in your body and help with clearer skin. So this basically comes from any kind of like fermented food. I love pickles. Since I was a kid, like my family has homemade stocked up pickles, as you can see here, all the time. Like there's always pickles. So things like sauerkraut, pickled cucumber, pickled ginger, pickled red onion. My friends literally come to my house to eat my mom's pickles. Like, I'm not even joking. You can also find it in things like kimchi and kefir, yogurt. I love yogurt. Like, I eat a yogurt bowl almost every single day. So that was the probiotics. Now we're going to go into prebiotics, which is basically what feeds the probiotics. So it basically feeds the good bacteria in your gut. This can really help with nutrient absorption and improve your digestion. So this can be found in things like garlic and onion, and it's really important to focus on both of them. So many people take probiotic and prebiotic supplements, but they're not actually eating these foods. So it's like you don't need to go spend a ton of money on like 30 different supplements. I'm not against supplements, they have a time and place, but I feel like most people are better off first focusing on their nutrition. So next on the list are seeds and nuts. Not only are they just amazing for your overall health, they have so many benefits for your hormones, for your hair, your skin. I love Brazil nuts, preferably have 2 a day. They are super rich in selenium, which can help with your thyroid health. I also love pumpkin seeds. I feel like this has been such a game changer for my hair ever since I started incorporating them. I literally have them in every single meal that I make at home. So a good habit to implement is to just add in even just like 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seeds to every meal. I love them because they're also just so versatile. You can kind of put them in anything and it just tastes good. Walnuts are also amazing. They're super rich in omega-3s, which help you reduce inflammation. Plus chia seeds, they're super high in fiber and you could do so much with them. I love a good chia pudding. I'll put my recipe here. Next is avocado. I love avocado, super rich in healthy fats. And again, it's something that's so versatile. Avocados are also rich in fiber, which is great. Sweet potatoes are literally probably like one of my favorite sources of carbs. They're so easy to make, and it's a very fiber-rich carb, so it's one of the most satiating kinds of carbs that you could eat. It's also really rich in beta-carotene, just like carrots are, which is also amazing for your skin health. Up next are eggs. I always have a stock of boiled eggs in the fridge, especially with a busy schedule. It just makes getting in your protein so easy, whether it's like a snack or you add it to your meals. Eggs are rich in healthy fats as well as protein, and again, they're super versatile. And up next is what I like to call the 1 ingredient protein bar, which is Parmesan cheese. I've literally put my friends on this as well. They used to tease me for it and now they do it too. You know who you are. It also has the healthy fats. It tastes so good. For every 20 grams of Parmesan cheese, you could get 7 grams of protein. It's also really rich in calcium, which, as everyone knows, is super important for your bone health as well as your teeth and your muscle function. Okay, up next, I don't really know how I feel about this, okay, but sardines. I cannot eat them on their own. Like, the flavor is really strong. I haven't tried them in years, and then the other week I tried it, and then one of my friends told me that I can remove that like weird taste if I mix it with like yogurt and lemon or like avocado or something, and it did work. They're also an amazing source of vitamin D, which is a bit harder to get from food sources. Also rich in protein, omega-3s, B12, basically everything you need for your glow up. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a food that I would eat more for like the health benefits. When it comes to fruit, I love berries, super high in antioxidants, and they're also very rich in fiber, so especially if you're having them in the morning, it can help with blood sugar balance. I also love kiwis. They taste amazing amazing. They're super rich in fiber and vitamin C. I even eat mine with the skin on because you could get up to 50% more fiber. So love watermelon, one of my favorite fruits. It is also super hydrating, and that also brings me to coconut water, which is basically like your natural form of electrolytes. As you can tell, everything I've named is real food and real ingredients. A lot of these things are also accessible in most places. How you eat matters just as much as what you eat. One of the parts that most women actually skip on, and I know that because of so many of us are living busy lives, we rush through our meals. So one thing I would really recommend is set a time in your calendar for your meals. That way you know that it is the time that you dedicate to fully being present. You're not scrolling on your phone. You're not rushing through your food. You give yourself the time to eat, to slowly chew, to chew properly. This will help with your digestion. It will reduce bloating, and it will actually help you get the energy that you need from the meal. So it's not going to drain you. It's actually going to support you. Another great thing you could do to support digestion, reduce bloating, and support your blood sugar levels is go for a 15-minute walk after a meal. The movement helps with your digestion. I will get to blood sugar balance in a moment, but walking after a meal basically uses the glucose that you just ate, and instead of letting it sit in your bloodstream, it starts using it as energy because you're moving your body. So now on the topic of blood sugar balance, this really ties into how you eat. Blood sugar is basically the amount of glucose that is in your bloodstream, and basically your body digests carbs as glucose. Now, glucose is your body's preferred energy source, so it's going to digest it faster, and when it quickly enters your bloodstream, it can cause a big spike and a big crash, which if you're sitting all day can lead to low energy, lack of focus, and just having more cravings during the day. If you're right before a workout, that's why you'll see so many people online that have like a higher carb pre-workout snack, so like a banana, because it's what their body needs to have that energy to start using up once they start moving their body. So that's more from a performance aspect. So how do you keep your blood sugar levels more balanced? It kind of comes down to the order in which you eat your food. So preferably start your food and your meal with your fiber and your healthy fats and your proteins, and then at the end have your carbs. Thing you can do is have almost like a veggie starter or appetizer that you have before your actual meal. When you eat the other nutrients before the carbs, or you kind of pair your carbs with other nutrients, it helps slow down the rate in which glucose enters your bloodstream, therefore keeping your blood sugar level steadier. So that's kind of how to eat. Now I kind of want to go into nutrition habits, and so you're actually able to stay consistent, because when it comes to a glow up, remember how I said it's about your lifestyle, right? It's about changing your lifestyle, and it's changing your lifestyle and then maintaining it. So it needs to be something you can maintain in the long run in order to support you. So you can know exactly what you need to eat and exactly how you need to eat and all of what to do, but if you can't get yourself to actually do these things because they're inconvenient for your day, you're never going to do them, no matter how much information you have. So this is really about setting up systems that support your nutrition and basically making eating healthier the convenient and easier option. Ways I like to do this is I like to ingredient prep things for the week. That way I know for sure that I always have a healthy option at home, whether I'm working from home or I'm on the go. Everything is ready and I can just whip up a meal. The reason I prefer to ingredient prep over meal prep does remove the decision fatigue of needing to cook something new every day, but it also gives you variety. Things I love doing this with: boiled eggs, roasted veggies, roasted fish in the oven, sweet potato. It makes it super easy to just pick a protein, a carb, a fiber, a healthy fat, put it together, and I'm good to go. Another habit when it comes to nutrition is I like to build my meal around protein. Before I get anything else, I always make sure that I know what protein I'm having in my meal, and then I start building around that. Another thing is I love having fruits that are kind of like on the go friendly, things I could just put in my bag. So I was about to say avocado. I have actually heard of people that there's like a trend actually on the internet that's like bring your own avocado or something, so that you can always just like whip out an avocado and like add it to any meal. I've never done that, but honestly, it's not a bad idea. Things like apples, bananas, oranges, super easy. You just throw them in your bag. It makes it super easy to have something that's nutritious, and it creates convenience around the healthier options. My last point, which is being consistent. There's not one single food that's like a magic spell that, tomorrow morning will heal your skin and your hair and you're going to look completely different. It comes from prioritizing your nutrition and eating whole foods on a daily basis and doing this continuously. That is what is going to get you to results, just like anything else in your health or your life. And building these systems that I talked about is what will help you build that consistency. And over time, when you are consistent with something, it ends up becoming automatic. And it's just about being intentional with your habits around food, what you're consuming, having that kind of awareness. I'm a holistic health coach and I help women glow up naturally through building a healthier habit and lifestyle that works with their busy schedule and one that they actually enjoy. So if you want to work with me one-on-one or just learn more about my health coaching program, you can click the link below and book a call with me. And if you want to see more content of my daily life, you can follow my Instagram at wellnesswithagum. I'll also link that down below. So yeah, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos like this. Thank you for watching.